Approximately 3,600,000 years ago, when Earth was a nameless, uncharted land and humans were just tiny creatures amidst a harsh natural environment, a story unfolded that, if retold today, many would consider a mere legend. Yet this very legend raises a question that modern humanity must ponder. Do we truly understand our origins? At that time, prehistoric humans lived in small tribes. They sheltered in caves, used rough stones for hunting, and relied on fire to ward off darkness and wild animals. Their lives were a relentless struggle for survival. Each dawn was a challenge, each sunset a stroke of luck if the entire tribe remained around the campfire. One night, during a violent storm, the sky seemed to be torn apart by a strange, unprecedented light. An object fell into the forest near where the tribe lived, creating a noise that terrified the entire animal population. The prehistoric people, with their strong survival instincts, clutched their crude weapons and cautiously advanced toward the light. And then they saw it. Not an animal, nor a familiar enemy. Before them was a small creature, childlike in form, but possessing strange characteristics: unusual skin, large, deep eyes, and a weak, dying breath. The creature neither snarled nor attacked. It trembled, huddled in the cold mud of this unfamiliar earth. Fear gripped the tribe. To them, anything different always meant danger. Some wanted to kill the creature immediately to protect their community. But then, a woman of the tribe stepped forward. She looked at the small creature not with the eyes of a hunter, but with the eyes of a mother who had lost her own child to wild beasts and starvation. She placed her hand on her chest and pointed toward the creature. Without words, its actions spoke volumes. It was a child. Finally, the tribe decided to bring the strange creature back to their cave. They didn't know that this decision would change the course of human history. In the early days, the alien child was almost unable to adapt. The food of prehistoric humans disgusted it. The air, the light, the sounds were all unfamiliar, but with primal patience, the humans found ways to nurture it. They shared their meager rations, shielded it from the cold, and protected it from wild animals. Gradually, the child grew up among the tribe. It observed how the humans built fires, how they hunted, and how they cared for each other. And in return, the creature brought about small but significant changes. It showed them more efficient ways of arranging stones, how to use sky signs to avoid storms, and how to communicate more clearly through gestures and sounds. Prehistoric humans didn't know that it was from these changes that their thinking began to transform. They learned to think before acting. They began to understand that the world wasn't just predator and prey. As time passed, the alien child was no longer a strange creature. It was a member of the tribe. It ran with the other children, sat by the campfire every evening, and gazed at the starry sky with a quiet look, as if remembering a distant place. Then, one day, when the sky lit up again with its familiar light, the child knew that the moment of parting had arrived. It stood among the tribe, placed its hand on its chest, then on each person. No words were spoken, but everyone understood. It didn't belong here, but this place would forever belong to it. When the light faded, only the prehistoric humans remained, standing silently in the forest. They didn't know that from that moment, they were no longer the beings they once were. a seed of thought, compassion, and curiosity was sown in their minds. Millions of years later, when modern humans look up at the sky and wonder if we are alone in the universe, perhaps the answer has already been there long ago. We just forgot.